course, as we demonstrated, it's not just jazz. So a lot of different music going on. And we'd like to go out with one more kind of vocal tune, and there's a story behind it, so let me put this on here. And you got, what, 2 minutes for a story? You know? So, in the 80s, when I was a child, I was still doing a lot of sessions and starting to do my records and working with a very good bunch of people in Los Angeles and sometimes New York, and working on my records and other people's records. And one of the guys, God bless him, was Mr. Quincy Jones, right? And so Quincy had a way of collecting young, talented people around him, right? And so I worked on a lot of records for Quincy and George Benson's records and the Brothers Johnson and a whole bunch of people. And I would go up to Quincy's house. He lived in the hills in Los Angeles, and he had a nice house, you know, not over the top. And of course, he could afford to have anything he wanted, but he had this house for a long time, and he had this studio in the back, and he had couches, and he had this big table, and he always had piles of music on the table, and he could never find the music he was looking for. He was always looking for music, and so he would have lots of musicians come by and hang out with him, and he would listen to what they were doing. And so one day I brought my guitar up there. I was, I don't know, 30 years old or something, and I brought my guitar up there, and I said, Quincy, I'm thinking of doing this kind of song on my album. And I said, it's a little more commercial, it's more of a pop song, and I wanted to play a little bit of it for you and see what you thought. And he said, yeah, come on. So that was kind of how much courage I had as a 30-year-old, you know. And so anyway, so I said, well, it kind of goes like this. So I said to Quincy, that's kind of the groove on it. And I said the chorus, the main hook of the song is this part. Et cetera. So I said, that's the chorus. And he said, Lee, that's not the chorus. I said, that's not the chorus, that's not the main hook. That's like, sounds like a bridge. I said, so what was that other section you were doing? I said, that just, you mean that? He said, yeah, that's the chorus. I said, really? So then we went ahead and with my friends, you know, with Bill Chaplin from Chicago and David Foster and Abraham Laboriel and Alex Acuna, who also played with Joe Zawinul, right, at the Weather Report. And so we did a session on it and put it together. And I had a friend from Texas named Eric Tagg, and Eric kind of sounded like Stevie Wonder in those days, so he sang on it, right? And so it was a top 10 hit for us, an R&B top 10 hit. I think it was like #1 R&B and 5. Anyway, it was a big hit. So then for years I would take groups out with singers and do all this stuff. And then eventually I left that period and started all the other music I was doing. So then with this group, we want to play it for you now, because now we're going to sing it with a Brazilian accent. And that version I hadn't done before. I'm going to sing it in English, you know. And yeah, it's the first time. Oh yeah, so yeah, so I called Munir up when we were doing a tour last couple years ago, right? And I said, Munir, I was thinking of doing this song again. I said, he said, what about singing it? And he said, it's in English, right? I said, yeah? He said, I never sang a song in English. He sang a song in Portuguese, he sang a song in French, he sang a song in Spanish, and you know, I'm talking to you guys, right? You understand, you know? So this will be the first. So we're going to do is you now in the chorus. We're going to need you guys to help, okay? Okay? So you're going to have to sing that part, okay? Especially you.
sing together. Keep singing, please.